We do begin tonight with our weather, which is usually cold enough to keep the bugs away. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Langbutton.
And I'm Eric Rotek, but this unusually warm weather has meant the return of ticks a couple of months early. News 9's Nick Robinson is live in Wausau with what you can do to keep them away from yourself and your pets.
I spoke to a tick expert from Aspirus who said if you can see the ground, ticks are most likely out and about. And since we've seen more green than white this winter, that's certainly the case. Ticks are a common sight in the Badger State, just not in February. But since it's felt more like April, the creepy crawlies have started coming out early. Ashley Johnson works at the Aspirus Tick-Borne Illness Center in Woodruff and says you should still be layering up, but not because of the weather.
You want to make sure that you are still wearing those tall boots. You want to tuck your pants and your socks. Wear bug spray even if you're going to be outside doing yard work or anything like that. The center sees tick patients from across the country. And even though they haven't seen anyone so far this year, she says it's a possibility. But don't just worry about yourself, keep your pets in mind too. So you want to make sure that you get their collars updated and make sure that they're on their tick medicine. Even though it's nasty having your blood sucked, ticks bring with them a much bigger problem, Lyme disease. Johnson says you should see a doctor right away if you start feeling symptoms. The classic one that most people know is the bullseye rash. Not everybody develops it, so you can still have Lyme disease without the bullseye rash. You can also develop flu-like symptoms. Johnson says if you're bitten by a tick, try to remove it with tweezers by pulling on its head, and also try to bring it to the hospital alive so it can be tested for Lyme disease. Johnson said if you live near woods, ticks like to hang out between where the woods meet your yard, so if you have kids, try to keep the playground equipment in the middle of the lawn. Live in Wausau, Nick Robinson, News 9, WAOW.